Scott, go ahead, man. Tell us, drop some knowledge on us, man. I know people are really interested in investing in real estate. Go ahead, give us some. I know, like you said, you're all about content and what. Go ahead, drop some real good knowledge on us.
Yeah, well, I got into doing asset protection because I had a friend of mine who had lost $3 million from a single lawsuit, and he had good insurance in place. At the time, I was actually suing insurance companies for failing to pay out claims that they owed to people. And that's what my friend ran into. He thought, hey, I got great insurance, I'm protected, and that's what his CPA and everybody told him. Yep. Comes to find out that his insurance actually doesn't protect him, didn't protect him. He lost, and if he would have just taken advantage of this offer that I'm giving away to everybody here, this free LLC, yep. He would have saved himself $3 million from that lawsuit.
If your properties are not in an LLC, then they're attached to you as a person, correct?
Yeah, that's right. And so that means if something happens in your personal life, like you get in a car accident that exceeds the limits of liability or car insurance policy, or you have a lawsuit against any one of your properties, like grandma, slips and falls through the stairs or something, a single lawsuit then means they can wipe out all of your worth, everything that you own. So the way that you can get away from having to have yourself exposed like that is by using LLC structures, which compartmentalize your assets. So if there's a lawsuit against you or a lawsuit against any one of your entities, they only can take a very little to nothing, and even in your worst case scenario, you're protected.
Now, Scott, question for you: If you have, let's just say 10 different properties, okay, would you advise that somebody to put all 10 properties into the same LLC, or does that kind of leave that all 10 properties subject to getting hit if something were to happen, where somebody were to sue you, or, you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you have all 10 properties in one LLC, you're holding them all in one bucket for liability purposes. Okay. So you need to chop up each property. The old way to chop up the properties was doing a one LLC per property. Okay. So that has a really high setup cost and ongoing cost with it. We do that for a lot of our clients as part of our unlimited LLC program for a flat rate. We'll create as many LLCs as you want. The new way to do it is using a series LLC structure or Delaware statutory trust if you live in California. For tax purposes, you want to use a DST. And the series LLCs and the DSTs, what they allow you to do is you can essentially create one entity with one filing, have one bank account, one EIN number, file one tax return, but you can create child series of that series LLC and DST. Each one of those child series acts as if it's its own, completely owned, separate legal entity, just like an LLC. But you can create them all on your desktop for free, and there's no maintenance costs for them either. So with the advent of these series structures, with the series LLC and the DST, you can actually create one company that you file with the state, and then create an infinite number of companies on your desktop completely for free.
Wow. So when they link up with you, you can go over that and somebody from your team is going to explain all of that to these investors, right?
Yeah, we'll explain all of that, as well as how you can use trust structures to avoid the due on sale clause and create anonymity in the ownership of the property itself, and how you can use trust to be able to own your entities anonymously and move yourself from being exposed, where your information is exposed out there, making you a good target, to a place where you're anonymous and you're protected. So that way it looks like you qualify for food stamps if anybody ever looks to come after you.
That's awesome.